Tonight we got 76ers action on New Year's Eve. So first of all, I wanted to be sure to wish you all a happy New Year's Eve. I almost said a merry New Year's Eve, but I hope that you guys are gonna go out tonight, gonna go party, or if you're gonna stay home, which is obviously okay too. I'm gonna stay home tonight. Hope you guys just have an awesome night. We got some 76ers basketball going on, and I'm really excited to cover that with all of you. But before we get any sort of further into this whole process here, I have to be sure to remind you all to, if you enjoy my content, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload or when I go live or when I do other things besides that, if there is such a thing. I appreciate all the love and the support. So thank you all so much. All right, so we're gonna pull this up now. We have to get the stream up here, which is what we'll do. Okay. And yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. So let's go here. And let's minimize this. There we go. Okay. NBC Sports 76ers. Boom. Live stream. Here's the live stream. Okay, cool. Nice. Watch 76ers. And did this iPad turn on, by the way? Nope, it did not. Okay. Nice. Ew, I gotta turn on. I didn't even put on my headsets yet. Holy moly. Okay, now I hope that you guys can hear me. I was not even thinking about the headsets. I completely forgot about that. So if the audio quality sounded bad, I apologize, but I will repeat myself. I hope that you guys have a great New Year's Eve, or I hope that you're having a great New Year's Eve. What else? What else is going on here? Not too much going on with the Joseph household, just in my bedroom. Oh yes, I did want to tell you guys that we're going to be getting a web camera. It's coming in. Hopefully, I'll have it by next weekend, if not the following week. So it should be in there just in time for the first week of NFL playoffs, if not next Sunday, which would be awesome. That'd be so freaking cool. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really just looking forward to just growing this channel. I really enjoy talking to you guys, and I just also like just coming on here. I want to be able to show myself when I do this, okay? Because I don't know how visually engaging it is just to look at me, but I figure first of all, YouTube is a platform and Twitch is a platform where it's not just audio oriented. If I had a stream going on for 5 minutes or so, that's fine. If I commit those little waves, those audio visualizers, that's what they call them. That's totally fine. But for 2 hours, it's just not so visually pleasing, and it gets kind of tiring. So that's why we're going to do it this way for now and see where this takes us, So I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to it. We've also started making YouTube shorts, which is really cool. And I think that we're going to be implementing that about a couple hours before each and every game. So that's very exciting. And I can't wait. Why is the stream froze or something? No, it's not. Okay, there we go. Hello, we got another listener here. Welcome on in to another episode of Play by Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. I hope that you're having a great New Year's Eve. I hope that you go out tonight, or that you spend time with family, spend time with loved ones, and hug them, and make sure that they're loved, because celebrating the new year is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really nice, man. Okay, so we got the live stream is coming up in just a couple of seconds. I will also The iPad's not turning on, which does not make me very, 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 very happy at all. But what else do we got? X out. Okay, keep that up. Great. I have to stop doing that when I'm on the air. That's a habit for me. And there's my stomach. There's my stomach. Okay. So the game is just about ready to get started. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell icon too. Happy New Year, everybody! And let's end 2022 with a victory tonight. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be so great? We're on a 2-game losing streak. Like, let's just end with a dub, man. Starting lineups are just out. It's going to be Lou Dort. This is for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and his other brother Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And meanwhile, for the 76ers, it's Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle, Joel Embiid, DeAnthony Melton. And who am I missing? I'm missing somebody else. James Harden's not playing tonight. And Tyrese Maxey is also out as well. The Sixers in their brotherly love white uniforms. Meanwhile, the Thunder, well, they're in the regular home uniforms in the dark blue and white. Tip-off is just underway, and the Sixers win the tip-off. Shake Milton is in the starting lineup. That's who it is. So, Sixers get the ball first. They're on a 2-game losing streak as the first possession they end up winning, and the ball does go out of bounds, and it'll be Sixers basketball. That was deflected out by Tobias Harris. The Sixers had a lot of issues yesterday with committing a lot of turnovers. They made some careless mistakes with the basketball, and hopefully tonight they can try to just limit the amount of damage on that side of the game, and they can just try to play better ball. So Shake Milton in there starting for James Harden, and he hands it off to Embiid. Embiid goes past 2 defenders and puts it up and in with the left hand in the paint. It's played by Joel Embiid, who has been absolutely dominant over the last week or so. He ended up winning the player of the month in December. So that's really nice. Here is Giddey. Luke Dort now with the basketball. And he hands it off to Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander back to Giddey on the far corner. And Dort and SGA puts it up, and that's no good. It's another big rebound by DeAnthony Melton. Tobias Harris on the other end takes it to the cup and will end up laying it up and in. So 4-0 Sixers. They started off on a nice stretch yesterday against the Pelicans, and so far so good in this ball game. As we're 2 minutes underway in Oklahoma City at the United Concordia Dental, or at the did I just say that? I did. At the Paycom Center. That's what it is. I can't believe I did that. Shake Milton for 3. It's good. And just like that, the Sixers are up 7-2. So to start things off, they're starting things off with a bang. Giddey out there for the Thunder has been really great throughout this entire season. Here's Jalen. And the ball gets stripped and stolen away by, again, DeAnthony Melton. Milton on the other end. Sixers up 7-2. Joel Embiid hands it off to Shake Milton, as this 2-man game will be very interesting. Milton tried to hand it back to Embiid, but the ball was stolen away. On the other end, DeAnthony Melton gets the steal out in transition as the ball was supposed to go to Josh Giddey. Embiid to Thybulle for 3. Yes! Matisse Thybulle puts the Sixers up 2 to start things off for the Sixers. Out in transition, they were able to just execute that perfectly. They had a really nice pass. Giddey on the other end puts it up. It's past DeAnthony Melton and lays it up and in for another layup. That makes it a 10-4 ball game. Shake Milton trying to go coast to coast. Passes it back out to DeAnthony Melton at the top of the perimeter for 3. It's good. 13-4. Sixers hitting all 3 of their shots. Thybulle, Harris, and Melton. Here, Thibault on the other end playing really great defense on SGA, and Jalen puts that up, and it's good, and he will go to the line. The ball went up, and they say it was a foul on the floor, but Jalen Williams getting a nice steal, and D'Anthony Melton was like, let me get that steal back, and that's exactly what he did. And Embiid, great awareness on the offensive side, knowing where Thibault was, and that's how the Sixers are up 13-4 to start things off in the first quarter. They're trying to end the year on a positive note and go out with in 2022 with a bang, which would be really great for them. Here's Giddey on the other end for the Thunder. Passes it to Dort, who's on the far wing, takes a step back three, and that's off the mark. And Milton will grab a rebound. Milton out to Melton in transition. Melton, lollipop pass inside to Tobias Harris. Count the bucket and a foul. Oh, Tobias Harris putting that one in, and will try to convert on a three-point opportunity to put the Sixers up by 12. Again, nice pass by D'Anthony Melton. Going out in transition, noticing that Tobias Harris was down low, right in the lane, and he just made a really nice pass there. 16-4 is the score. There's a three-pointer that goes up, and that's no good by Jalen Williams. And Joel Embiid conducting the traffic on the other end for the Sixers. Embiid back out to Milton again for another three. That time it's no good. That's the first miss by the 76ers, and Josh Giddey grabs the rebound. He's conducting the offense for the Thunder. Giddey going up against Embiid. It's short. Second time, gets his rebound. That's good. 16-6, and the Thunder are now on a 4-0 run, just like that. D'Anthony Melton still in there for the Sixers. Giddey has scored all 6 of their points for the Thunder so far. He's been tremendous this season. Tobias Harris again with the floater. Yes! And he's been cooking so far in this game. Seems like every time a star player is not playing, Tobias Harris plays really great on both ends of the floor. And the Oklahoma City Thunder turn the ball over, and the Sixers get the ball back 18-6. Unbelievable. Ugh. Anthony Melton gets fouled on the play. So SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, spent a little bit of time with the Clippers, and he's been playing really, really well, shooting the basketball unbelievably, and the Thunder are just trying to build the team around him, and they've been doing a pretty good job so far. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sixers get the ball back. Shake Milton puts up a shot. That's no good, but he goes up with it a second time, and that's good. 20-6. Timeout called by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Sixers will be right back with 7:30 left in exchange in the first quarter to end the new year. Oh, boy. What's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year to you guys. It's been an awesome day. It's looking forward to tonight and seeing what tonight brings for especially the 76ers. But if you guys are going out tonight, if you guys are staying home tonight, just make sure that you guys are safe. Make sure that you guys, don't put yourself at risk or anything like that. Spend some time with your loved ones and appreciate the new year coming in 2023. Sixers. Well, what are they doing for New Year's Eve? Well, they're playing basketball for New Year's Eve. That's what they're doing. They're spending some time on the court, going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder, they've been struggling this season. They're 15-20. They're actually 5th in their division, and they've been very inconsistent. But they have a lot of nice young talent with Darius Bazley, Luke Dort, Josh Giddey, SGA, and also Chet Holmgren as well. So they have a lot of nice young pieces that can certainly do a lot of damage, and especially in the years to come. So it'll be interesting to see how they develop and obviously how they play in this game. So looking forward to it. So far, the 76ers are handling their business, and that's exactly what people should be asking for. If you're new to my channel, feel free to like this video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. What else is new? What's going on with you guys? What are you guys doing for the new year? Comment down below. Let me know in the comment section. I want to engage this with you guys too. I want you guys to be a part of this conversation because we're not just talking about 76ers basketball. We're talking about life on here too. So 20-6 is the score. 7.5 minutes left for the 76ers in the first quarter. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. And Tobias Harris, well, he's been on a tear so far in this game, and he's been filling in for James Harden pretty much, as Harden and Maxey are not playing for the Sixers tonight. So they're both out, but the Sixers are trying to end this second game of a back-to-back on a positive note. They did lose last night in New Orleans, and it was really just about Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum, who was 10 for 15 from beyond the arc. And the Sixers are trying to bounce back. They did end up putting up 120 points last night, but they just were not able to get the job done. SGA goes up with a foul line jump shot. It's no good, but a foul will be called, and it'll be in the act of shooting. And he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The foul was called on D'Anthony Melton, who was drafted by who spent a lot of time with the Memphis Grizzlies, I should say, last year, and was traded in the offseason this year as the Sixers ended up getting their draft pick back that they traded for Ben Simmons and utilized that pick to get him. So very nicely done by the 76ers in that trade package to end up getting him. And the first free throw is up, and that's no good. And the second one was up, and that's good. 20-7 is the score. Here's Thibault on the other end for the Sixers. It's going to be probably getting a lot of minutes today. There's no Harden, no Maxey. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid has with the basketball. With the right elbow jump shot, yes. Joel Embiid hitting that one from the mid-range game. 22-7. Sixers up by 15. Embiid with 4 points in this game so far. SGA back out to Williams for 3. No good. And it's rebounded by Tobias Harris. Another nice rebound there. D'Anthony Melton thought about taking a 3, but then decided to go inside, take it to the cup, and it rattles it home. 24-7. It seems like the 76ers can't miss in this quarter so far. Giddey wide open for a 3, but there's a foul on the floor. He ended up making the shot, but it wouldn't have counted anyways because there was a foul on the floor once again by D'Anthony Melton, who's already committed 2 fouls in just 2 minutes. That's not necessarily what the Sixers want to do here. They want to try to, play clean basketball, not commit as many turnovers as possible, and just take care of the basketball. There's a shot that goes up by the other Williams, and that's good. 24-9 is the score, and the Sixers are up by 15. We're exactly halfway done with the first quarter. So the Sixers are up by 15. Thibault for 3 on the pass by Tobias Harris. That's up and in. 27-9. Matisse Thybulle 2 for 2 from downtown, hitting both near corner jump shots. The Sixers already are shooting 80% from downtown. Dort back outside, finds Dort. And Dort goes up with the contact, and he's fouled. I think I meant to say SGA. SGA passed it back outside. It ended up finding Williams, and then Williams passed it right over to Dort. And Dort tried to take it into the cup, and he was fouled. But Matisse Thybulle, shooting-wise, that's been obviously a really big talking point for years, ever since he was drafted by the Sixers, to try to take more threes, work on that form. And so far tonight, he's looked really good. So there's a positive. We also have a substitution, a couple of substitutions now coming in for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tobias Harris, 7 points in this game so far. As we get you the name on the substitution in just a second. Isaiah Joe ends up coming into the game. And Mike Muscala, 2 former 76ers coming in for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the second shot's up, and that's no good. 27-10. Tobias Harris inside. Back outside to Joel. Joel was open for taking the 3, but he got the ball pretty low. Puts up a floater, won't go, grabs his own rebound. The ball gets stripped by Joe, and Joel Embiid will handed off to DeAnthony Melton. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and looks like it's going to be a turnover on the 76ers as an offensive foul will be called on Joel Embiid. 5:16 left to go. There was some contact between him and Isaiah Joe, and Sixers have to play defense here in Oklahoma City. Harden, out for tonight, was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2009. And Isaiah Joe at the top of the key, being guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle back out to Muscala for 3. In and out it goes, and Tobias Harris gets to the ball first before Jalen Williams to grab the rebound. Melton out in transition, back to Korkmaz, who's now into the ball game. Passes it back out to DeAnthony Melton for 3. No good. Tobias Harris with another rebound. The ball gets stripped, and the Sixers still come up with the possession here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 4:38 left to go. Embiid with a turnaround jump shot. No good. And another rebound goes to Jalen Williams. Dort once again for 3. No good. Can't put an end to this run that the Sixers are going on here. 27-10. Tobias Harris has 6 points already in this ball game and is outstanding. And the Sixers are going to play very well off the glass. They're out rebounding the Thunder 10-3. Embiid inside with 2 defenders. There was some contact down there as a couple of defenders ended up hitting his left hand, but the Thunder go on the other end, and Dort takes it coast to coast. And it's now a 15-point lead for the 76ers with less than 4 minutes to go in the first. Melton bounce pass to Embiid, who then will hand it off to Tobias Harris. Pick and roll offense, and Tobias Harris takes it to the cup and will go to the line for one more. It just rattled up and in, and Tobias Harris is just having his way for the 76ers. He's been unbelievable. He will go to the line for his 10th point in just this quarter alone. Those are the types of plays that Joel Embiid and James Harden run all the time, and it's interesting how Joel and Tobias Harris were able to do that little pick and roll exchange because we haven't really seen that so much. So great basketball by the Sixers. Tobias Harris averaging about 16.5 points per game this season. He's at the line to shoot the free throw, and it's good. 30-12. So the Sixers get to 30 points first, and they're up by 18. SGA on the other end goes to the rack. He's fouled, and he will go to the foul line for one more as he was able to get the friendly bounce. That foul was called on Daniel House Jr., another former Houston Rocket, who was going to go to the line to shoot another free throw. House Jr. tried to stay in front of SGA, and he ended up, SGA did a really great job of just letting that one fly as he was off balance. It was an off-balance layup, and he just made it look so easy. But he can't convert on the three-point opportunity, and the Sixers have the ball off of another rebound by Daniel House Jr. Lob pass inside from Korkmaz. That's up, and it's good by Joel Embiid. 32-14. 76ers up by 18. Muscala again for 3. It's short. And it's off the mark as well. Melton give and go to Daniel House Jr., who goes up with the contact. Whistles remain silent, and Embiid grabs the miss. As 3 Oklahoma City defenders were right there. Embiid passing it. The ball finally finds Melton for another 3. Won't go. And Luke Dort grabs his miss. Dort comes charging in on the other end. Great defense by DeAnthony Melton, as I believe that he got a block up there. He goes to the rack on the offensive side, and he puts it up and in for the Sixers. Wow, great defense leading the easy offense for DeAnthony Melton, and the Sixers are up by 20. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in this quarter alone. 7 points for DeAnthony Melton. And there's a shot that goes up by Williams, and that's not going to count as there was a foul on the floor, and a timeout is called by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sixers up by 20 with 2 minutes, 32 seconds left in this first quarter, and they start New Year's Eve off with a bang. Whew. Hello, guys. What's going on? How we all doing? Yeah, you're welcome, man. What's going on? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What you guys doing for New Year's? Hope you're spending some time with loved ones, snuggling, cuddling, watching some movies, watching the ball drop. Let me know what you guys are doing for New Year's down below. I appreciate all the love and the support. We got some 76ers basketball tonight. I also have to let you guys know that, so on play-by-play with JJ, this is what we do. So we cover 76ers basketball. We cover Patriots football, which we will be covering tomorrow's game, which is going to be really exciting. And it's also going to be kind of stressful at times, too, because this is their biggest game of the season, obviously. And this is probably the most important NFL game this weekend, arguably. But Patriots football, 76ers basketball, and also Phillies baseball. And we will be covering one round per playoff for the per playoff round in the NFL when the playoffs come around, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't really know if it did. I apologize. My stream of consciousness is in a lot of different ways today. I'm all over the place. But let me know what you guys are looking forward to this year. I want to hear from you all. What are you guys looking forward to? What do you guys love to, or what do you want to do in this new year that you didn't do before? And what are you looking forward to? That's my question of the day. Let me know down below in the comments section. I will be sure to reply. I'll also post your comments on here too and give you guys a shout out as well, because that's what you guys deserve. Special shout out first goes to Jeff Tezos, which is really cool. I just noticed that name. That got me laughing. Jeff Tezos. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Shout out to Jeff Tezos. There we go. Gotta give you a shout out, man. All right, Doc Rivers. Well, the timeout is over for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Sixers will be getting the ball back once again after this possession by the Thunder, because they did commit the foul. Can't forget about that. So the Sixers are going to inbound the ball, and Shake Milton gets it. Sixers shooting 64% from the field. Unbelievable. Shake Milton back to George Niang, who comes into the ball game. Niang, great awareness as he saw a wide open Daniel House Jr., and Daniel House Jr. will then pass it to Furkan Korkmaz. House Jr. again for a near corner three-pointer. It's no good. And another rebound goes to the Thunder. Sixers getting back on defense. They've been doing a pretty good job at guarding the perimeter, except for that time as SGA was left wide open from the far wing, and he put up a three, and it was a splash from downtown. 34-17. Embiid on the left elbow. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Embiid goes up with that shot and almost said count the bucket and a foul, but he was fouled, and the ball ended up, it hit the back of the backboard, but it just wasn't able to get the friendly bounce there. And he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Embiid, one of the best foul shooters as a center in the NBA. He's been terrific this season from the foul line, shooting over 80%. And the first one he puts up, he misses. So I jinxed him. I can't do that. Can't jinx my man Joel. Cannot do that. So he will go to the line for a second foul shot. Montrezl Harrell ends up coming into the game too, and he misses that free throw as well. So he goes 0 for 2 from the line. Not such a good look for Joel Embiid. Sixers have to play defense here. SGA hands it off to Giddey, and that's no good. The shot goes up, and the Sixers grab another rebound. Embiid on the other end gets the ball stripped, and the ball goes out of bounds. And the Sixers will now have 1:24 left as Montrezl Harrell does now come into the ball game. He was actually on the sideline before, and now he comes in and subs in for Joel. SGA takes it to the cup and puts it down with the right hand over Daniel House Jr. Oh, man, he went down with authority with that right hand. Unbelievable. 34-19. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Shake Milton with the rock goes up into the lane and will lay it up and in for the Sixers. Shake Milton with the dreadlocks today, looking very good on the offensive side. Daniel House Jr. takes it back to the cup himself, and SGA gets the ball, and he puts it up, and that's no good. And Daniel House Jr. grabs his miss. Outlet pass to Shake Milton. Milton inside again, going up with the contact. The whistles remain silent, but he lays it up and in. And he has scored 4 straight points for the Sixers. 38-19, 32 seconds to go. Shot goes up by the Thunder. It's no good. A rebound and a foul called on George Niang, as SGA doing a nice job playing that, or just putting the sledgehammer down. It just looked like he just wasn't going to come down, and did a good job. He has a lot of athleticism and a lot of agility as well. And so going to the line for the Oklahoma City Thunder is going to be Mike Muscala, the former 76er. Muscala's been like all around the NBA. He's spent a lot of time playing for so many organizations. This year, he's shooting 45%, averaging about less than 6 points per game, and he can't make the free throw, the second free throw, that is. So Sixers will be getting the ball back here. Shake Milton, 21 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock, and a foul will be called. It'll be on that time Montrezl Harrell. So the Sixers will turn the ball over. And it's now 30-20. Shot clock is unplugged. SGA being guarded by Daniel House Jr. gets past half court. And now he stands at the OKC logo. 8 seconds to go. SGA just taking his time. Goes inside into the lane. And he can't make the layup. The Sixers grab the rebound. Furkan goes up with a 3. Oh, man, it almost went in. SGA just missed a bunny right there. It was a wide open layup. And he could have slammed it down and put down a slam dunk, but he decided not to. And Furkan Korkmaz and the Philadelphia 76ers will go into quarter number 2 up 38-20. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully New Year's Eve is going fantastic for you guys. I know that for me, everything has been awesome, and I'm looking forward to this game. Looking forward to the second quarter and the second half specifically. The Sixers, they played really well in that first quarter. They shot the ball great, even though James Harden and Tyrese Maxey are not playing tonight. They look very solid. They look very fresh, and so you guys, I want to hear from you all. What are you guys doing tonight for New Year's Eve? Let me know down below in the comments section, whether you're listening to me on YouTube, on Facebook Live, on Twitter Live, on Twitch. You could even be listening to me on an app that I don't even know that I have. But I want to recognize you all. I appreciate all the love and the support. I just posted on my Facebook. If you haven't followed my personal Facebook account, it's Jason Joseph. Make sure that you go give me a follow. I post, obviously I've been sharing a lot of stuff from my channel here that I just started up about 2 weeks ago. And I've been loving everything that I've been doing. And that's been a lot of fun. But I just posted on my Facebook that, this year's been a lot of ups and downs. Some downs, but a lot of ups. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing what 2023 brings for me, for this YouTube channel, which I'm really hoping to grow, and just for you guys too, because, you guys make this channel as well. You're all a part of it. You're my family. And with that, well, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about me, well, I'm from South Jersey. I intern at NFL Films. I just graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports broadcasting degree, called games for the Delaware Bluecoats and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, and did that until my time at Rowan was done. And then I started my internship at NFL Films, which is going until the week after Super Bowl, which I'm excited about. I'll be interested to see how Super Bowl goes. It's going to be a very, very long day, but I work in the studio. I have a lot of fun with it. And I still wanted to produce some play-by-play stuff on the side because that's my passion. So that's what I've been doing here. Sixers start off the second quarter, and it'll be Oklahoma City ball first. Ball goes up, and it was a runner that was taken away on the defensive side. Eugene Omori caused the turnover there. And The Sixers put up a three. George Niang can't even find the rim on that one. And the Sixers turn the ball over. There's a three-point opportunity that goes up, and that's no good. Another big rebound by the Sixers. Montrezl Harrell puts that one up and blaze it up and in. So the second unit is now out for the Oklahoma City Thunder, as Darius Bazley now comes in, and he's at the top of the key. That time, Amoriu hands it off to Giddey, and he puts that one up, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. So Eugene gets called for the offensive foul on Montrezl Harrell, and the Sixers will be getting the ball back here. Sixers up by 20, that is, and Montrezl Harrell, I mean, he did everything that he possibly could to just get into Eugene's way, and the Sixers will get the ball back. 5 turnovers by the Thunder so far. Furkan Korkmaz hands it off to Shake Milton, who then gives it back to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell back to Furkan. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Furkan with the 1-foot jump shot. No good. Montrezl Harrell grabs a rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll still be 76ers basketball. So Montrezl Harrell being aggressive on the offensive glass and on the defensive side too, taking the charge, making sure that the 76ers get a possession here, and he gets the inbound pass right from Shake Milton towards the near baseline, and Montrezl Harrell making an impact as he's in the game for Joel Embiid, which is very positive, and it's very nice to see. 4 points for him. There's a step-back jump shot that goes up, and that's no good. Taking the shot that time was Trey Mann, who comes into the ball game. Runner by Daniel House Jr., and he's fouled by Mann. So he will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Actually, Darius Bazley was the one that was guilty for the foul there. Darius Bazley, an interesting story, did not end up going to high school. He's 22 years old. He's 6'9", and he spent a lot of time playing overseas. He's a part of Clutch Sports with Rich Paul and LeBron James, and he was somebody that they were very interested in, as he was a very high basketball recruit when he was in high school. Daniel House Jr. makes the first foul shot for the 76ers, and that goes up, and that's in. House Jr. with the second free throw. He gets the unfriendly bounce as it hit the front of the rim, then the side of the rim, and then it just went right out. The Sixers not shooting the ball necessarily too well from the foul line so far. Here's Williams on the far corner. Bounce pass. He tried to give it to Darius Bazley, and it's stolen away by Furkan Korkmaz. Furkan not necessarily known for his defense, doing a nice job there. George Niang inside to Trez. Puts it up, and he gets the ball blocked and stolen away by Josh Giddey. Giddey inside to Williams again for a layup, and that's good. 43-22. Both Jalen Williams making an impact so far in this game for the Thunder. That's a broadcaster's worst nightmare. Furkan for 3 on the near corner. Won't go. Montrezl Harrell again with another offensive rebound. The ball gets blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll last be touched by the Oklahoma City Thunder, so the Sixers will be getting the ball back. They've just been crashing the offensive glass, which is so nice to see. 6 offensive rebounds by the 76ers so far. 9:22 left to go in the second quarter, and that's just something that you really like to see. Furkan gets the ball inbounded to him, and then gets the ball handed off to Shake Milton. Furkan passes it, or gets the ball back for another 3. It's up and good. Shake Milton with the handoff pass. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the J.J. Redick and Joel Embiid, those types of plays that they would run a lot of the time. Montrezl Harrell grabs a rebound off of a Thunder miss on the offensive side, and now the Sixers get the ball back. Montrezl Harrell conducting the traffic on offense. Sixers have 24 rebounds. Milton, alley-oop pass to Montrezl Harrell, and he throws it down. Shake Milton making a big positive influence on this game. Another timeout called by the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 76ers have been sharing the rock, and give Doc Rivers and the 76ers a lot of credit for playing great basketball so far, as they're up 48-22 as we are near the end of the new year. Oh, man. I should have said New Year's Eve. But I hope that you're all doing well. What else is new? What's new with you guys? If you haven't done so already, if you like how I sound, if you like how I look, if you like me in general, make sure that you subscribe to this channel where we cover 76ers basketball, we cover Patriots football, we cover Philly's big weather's really nice out, which is kind of an illusion for today because the weather was really nice, but it's wintertime. It's wintertime, but yeah, so that's everything that's been going on today. I've been starting to do my YouTube shorts, which is really cool. I'm also, for those of you that weren't here before, I'm going to say it again. I am going to be getting a web camera that'll be coming in hopefully by next weekend, hopefully by next Saturday. So that'll be coming in very soon. We're going to continue to grow the channel. We really are. We have some things that we're working on the production side over here with the Rodecaster, which is really awesome, by the way. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. And we're going to be playing some fillers, some promos, and some sports drops, and treat this like it's an actual broadcast. So that'll be really, really cool. But obviously, I'll still be interacting with you guys because you guys are the best. And yes. There's my water break right there. What else do we got going on tonight? Isn't Miley Cyrus performing tonight? Can somebody fact check that for me or just confirm that with me? I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you comment down below, I'll be sure to display your comments as long as they're nice, obviously. But I'll give you guys a shout out as well because everybody deserves a shout out for commenting on Play by Play with JJ's channel. Alrighty. Okay. So the 76ers basketball back in action here as they are taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder on the second night of a back-to-back. They've been playing very clean basketball so far, not turning the ball over a whole lot in this game so far. And they're also not committing as many fouls as they did yesterday. Here's Giddey. Hands it off to Darius Bazley as Montrezl Harrell's still in there for the 76ers. And there's a wide open three that goes up by Williams. That's up, and that's no good. But another rebound that time that goes back up, and that's in. So the Oklahoma City Thunder, as Ken Rich Williams, another Williams, comes in, and he makes a two-point shot right towards the basket. And the Sixers are up by double the amount of points that the Oklahoma City Thunder have, 48-24. George Niang was passing the ball that time as he was cutting towards the basket, and Daniel House Jr. came flying in, and the ball was passed so fast to him that there was just no way he was going to be able to catch it. He was actually on his feet trying to run for the ball, and he was a little bit off balance. And the ball deflected off of his hands, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Thunder ball as they get it past half court. Darius Bazley hands it off, and Josh Giddey now hands it off and gets the ball back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. On the Oklahoma City Thunder, we'll have Darius Bazley taking it to the rack himself. The ball gets blocked by Daniel House Jr., and it gets deflected, and it goes back out for a wide open three-pointer that was hit by Trey Mann. So an unlucky bounce for the 76ers as they played great defense there. Just unfortunately, it landed in the hands of Trey, and he put it up and in. Shake Milton being aggressive again, but the ball is going to be I believe it's going to be a jump ball, right? Because the ball was Milton dribbled the ball towards that left side, towards that left elbow that was, and getting a handle on that was Trey, and it'll be a jump ball situation between Trey Mann and Montrezl Harrell. Between Trey Mann and Shake Milton, that is. I'm so sorry. There will be a tip-off right at the Oklahoma City Thunder foul line. So the Sixers are trying to continue to play great basketball. 7:26 left to go. The tip-off goes up, and Shake Milton tips it out to Furkan Korkmaz. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Furkan goes up with the runner. It's up, and he kisses it off the backboard, and it's good. Man, the bench probably aren't open on New Year's. For some reason, they stayed open for the 76ers. who play at the Wells Fargo Center, by the way. Josh Giddey taking it to the cup himself. Goes up against Montrezl Harrell and can't put an end to the 76ers run. Tobias Harris comes back in for the Sixers. Inside, finds Shake Milton, who tried to release it, tried to go up with the underhanded left-handed layup. He was fouled, and he also mistimed the layup too. But he will go to the charity stripe. How about Furkan Korkmaz? There were actually two defenders on him, and he just made that look so easy. Sometimes you just don't know how it's going to go in if it does for him, but it just somehow does sometimes. Here's D'Anthony Melton with a runner, off-balance shot. Won't go. Montrezl Harrell, another offensive rebound, and the ball gets tipped out by Williams, and the Sixers get the ball again. Oh, my goodness. Montrezl Harrell having a monstrous game on the offensive side, giving the 76ers so many second-chance opportunities. Shake Milton inbounds it, passes it to Tobias Harris from the near baseline. Tobias Harris takes it to the cup, puts it up with the right hand, and it goes in. Tobias Harris, 12 points for him on the day so far. He's been unbelievable. Sixers up by 25, 6:22 left to go. Man with a three. No good. It's short. And another rebound by the 76ers. It'll go to D'Anthony Melton. Still no sign of Embiid as he actually now starts to head towards the sideline. So he will come back in as soon as there's a stoppage in play. And there is, as Trey Mann was able to tip that one right out of bounds. And Montrezl Harrell will be taking the seat. And the Sixers are up by 25. 6:08 left to go in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also comes back in as well. And he will be subbing in for Jalen Williams. Jalen with an E. Jalen. There's also the Jayln. Lin, I should say, Williams. Embiid with the turnaround jump shot. Won't go, but he's fouled. He's fouled that time by Mike Muscala, his former teammate that he spent some time with back in 2017 and also 2018 too, I believe. It's so easy sometimes to just get to lose track of some of these years because the Sixers, well, they've been with Embiid for a little bit of time now. Embiid hits the first foul shot, that's up, and that's good. 76ers have been great shooting-wise in this ball game. And Embiid takes the second foul shot, and that's up, and that goes in. They have doubled their lead, 54-27, with 5:53 left to go in the first half. Here's Trey Mann going all over D'Anthony Melton behind the back pass. Nobody's there, and the Sixers will not be getting the ball back as the ball was last touched by a 76er. The Sixers better win this ball game. Yes, they absolutely should. Shout out to Mitch Kofsky, the man, the myth, and the legend. The guy that made the logo for me. Awesome YouTuber. Make sure that you go check out his stuff. I have to give him a shout out. So there's a tip-off. The 76ers were able to get the ball back off of the tip-off. Tobias Harris, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:30 left to go. Tobias Harris inside, takes it to the cup and throws it up and makes it now a 29-point lead for the Sixers. Harris with 14 points has made all 6 of his field goals. Gilgeous-Alexander was fouled, I believe. There is a stoppage in play. Let's see what they call here. But going back to that Tobias Harris shot, I mean, Mike Muscala was right over him, and he just put up a high floating layup and kissed it right off the backboard, and it went right up and in. 5:14 left in the second quarter. Here's Darius Bazley being guarded by Thibault. 4 seconds on the shot clock. SGA has to try to put up a shot here. Right elbow jump shot. It's up, and it's no good. And another rebound by Shake Milton. That's his third on the day. Milton, 20 seconds on the shot clock, passing that back out to Embiid for 3. In and out it goes. And that's, I believe, the second Sixer miss from beyond the arc. Darius Bazley going up, dancing over his defender. Can't put it up and in. It was an offensive rebound by Williams, and he couldn't put it up and in, but Embiid on the other end finally throws it in, and the Sixers are up by 31 points. Another timeout called by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have just been exploding so far in this first half, 58-27, and there's still 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, to be exact, before we go into halftime. Yes. Yeah, last night's game was tough. Last night's game was really tough, but I thought that maybe that they had a shot, but it seemed like Zion was just having his way in that second half, and they just could not stop CJ, man. He was like lighting it up from three, putting up like Steph Curry range type of shots, and they were just unbelievable. And when your shots are falling, I mean, good luck. Good luck trying to get back into the game. I thought that the Sixers offensively did a really good job. Yes, they turned the ball over a lot yesterday. It's been a different story, though. But it's just nice to see them play really good, clean basketball. So that's great to see. So what else is new with you guys? We're approaching the 9 o'clock hour. I'm so used to like doing station IDs for the station, and sometimes like I look at that, I look at the minute mark sometimes, and I'm just like, when do I have to play the legal? And then I think to myself, wait, I don't have to play illegal because I'm doing this for YouTube, and I don't have to do any reads or anything like that as of yet. Hopefully, eventually down the line, that would be really nice to try to get some sponsors, but we just started this like 2 weeks ago, and it's going to take a lot of time. I know that for a fact, but my goal is just to get reps, to just come on here and, just try to do as many games as I can and engage in conversations as well while I'm doing this too. I really do try to hope to do that. That's why I treat this like a radio play-by-play broadcast. But see, if I were to like just do it with audio visualizers, it just wouldn't be engaging, especially for YouTube and for Twitch. You guys want to be able to see me. Don't you guys want to see my pretty face? Ugh. Oh, man. Well, Joel Embiid has been unbelievable. We all know. 41 points he's averaged in the last 4 games. He's also shooting 57.5% from the field. He's had at least 35 or more points in each of these games. The Sixers are so good when they actually rebound. They for sure are. And, man, I have to tell you, Montrezl Harrell is arguably playing his best game of the season for the Sixers. Inbound pass. It was a 10-0 run by the Sixers, but with that three-pointer that was just made by Williams, it's now a 10-3 run, just like that. Tobias Harris gets the ball from Shake Milton. He is at the top of the key, runs around, tried to put up an alley-oop pass to Joel Embiid, but Embiid was fouled. The Sixers have been dominating the glass in this game, and that's exactly why when you are able to utilize that athleticism and you're just able to, try to get as many offensive possessions as possible, well, you're going to put your team in a better position to try to get some more points. And that's what happens. Milton up, inside, lays it up and in again. Shake Milton being absolutely aggressive, and he has been unbelievable when he gets a lot of playing time this season. It's just so hard because you have so much talent at that guard position. 11 points for Milton so far. The ball gets almost intercepted, but a foul will be called again on the 76ers. They're up 60-30. There's still 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in this first half. They're like on pace to score 75. Unbelievable. I don't know what the most points are for the Sixers in the first half. I'd have to look that up, but I obviously can't. Layup goes up, and that's good by Williams. Jalen Williams making a positive impact for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But the Sixers have been scoring a lot of points in this game so far. Lob pass by Embiid inside to Tobias Harris, who's being guarded by Josh Giddey. Tobias Harris thought about posting him up, but decided not to. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid, he wants to take on Muscala. 3 seconds to go. The foul line jump shot, it's a little bit too strong. Tobias Harris tried to tip it out. Instead, it went to SGA. Mike Muscala, wide open for a 3. Catch and shoot, won't go. And Matisse Thybulle grabs his miss. So another big rebound by the 76ers. Embiid trying to find Tobias Harris, and now he ends up giving it to him. Lob pass inside. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harris taking it to the cup, passing it back out to Milton for another three. He airballs it. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and the ball ends up going out of bounds, and it'll be Thunder basketball. 2:46 left in this first half. Sixers have put up 60 points. Thibault almost got the steal off of the bad pass by Muscala. Got Josh Giddey for a far corner three. Won't fall. And Anthony Melton leaps up to grab the rebound. Milton, cutting to the basket, is fouled by Jalen Williams. Shake Milton being aggressive, being assertive, being agile, and will go to the line to shoot 2 more foul shots. This is what happens when you have Assassin Shake, as I like to call it. He'll make you pay. It doesn't matter if he tries to go up with the layup. It doesn't matter if he tries to put up a three. When he is aggressive, he can be very unstoppable. And that could also be a missing 76ers piece if he's able to utilize those types of plays in just a limited amount of time. But it's a little bit hard because, it's too many basketballs or too many players to share the basketball for. Milton makes both of his foul shots. He has 13 points on the day. SGA taking it to the cup, puts it up, and is fouled by Matisse Thybulle. He went up with a left-handed layup, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. Thybulle will commit his first foul on the day. Thybulle, he was drafted by the 76ers. He played for Washington, and he was known as a defensive specialist when he came to the 76ers too. Played a lot of great defense while he was in college. And during the first practice that he had right before draft night, I clearly remember, he had 6 steals in just that practice, and a couple of them were right off of Ben Simmons. So they knew that his defense was going to be certainly very valuable. And when he's in there for defensive purposes, he can be very strong for the Sixers. SGA puts up both foul shots, and they're both good. So he is 2 for 2 from the line during that possession. 2:10 left. Embiid on the low block. Draws up the triple team. Passing it out to Milton. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid gets fouled by Williams, and he will be going to the line for 2 more free throws. Nice job by Joel Embiid as Jalen Williams with an I gets called for that foul. Well, after this, the 76ers, they'll be playing on Monday night. So they're off tomorrow as Embiid knocks down the first foul shot. And after tomorrow, they will be playing at home against the New Orleans Pelicans on Monday. Then they're also at home against the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday. Both games are at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be covering them on here. Then they play on Friday against the Chicago Bulls at 7 p.m. Embiid hits the next free throw, and he knocks them both down, 64 to 34. Here's a three-pointer that goes up, and that's no good again by Williams. Anthony Melton with his 5th rebound. Shake Milton, almost a bad pass to Daniel House Jr., but he takes a three-pointer and he knocks it down. And Embiid ended up going down by SGA, but a nice shot by Daniel House Jr. There's Josh Giddey, who lays it up, lays it in, and he will be fouled. So Giddey trying to make a three-point play himself, and Anthony Melton will be called for his 3rd foul. Not so happy with the call. Doc Rivers complaining to the ref on the far side, and both of them having some words. Josh Giddey will be going to the charity stripe. He scored the first 6 points for the Thunder in tonight's game, and, he leads the Thunder with 12 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 10, and it's now 67 to 40. That is the score. Shake Milton getting the ball back again for the Sixers. It's actually 67-37, my mistake. Milton, what's he going to do? Less than 90 seconds to go. Daniel House Jr. gets the ball deflected as he tried to give it up to Embiid, and the ball gets stolen away by the Thunder. On the other end, though, Luke Dort goes up with a shot. Won't go. up by 27. Well, that's what happened. Wide open. He can just knock down. We're having some streaming issues. We are having some. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. We were having issues right there. I saw that on the Restream app. We were having some issues with the stream, so I apologize about the technical difficulties. 67-40 is the score. Joel Embiid commits another foul there, and Jalen Williams, with the eye, goes to the foul line. Jalen's averaging about 2.5 points per game this season. He hasn't really been putting up a lot of shots. He is puts up the first foul shot, and in and out it goes, and it's still 67-40. Gets high five from his teammates. And Furkan Korkmaz comes back in for the Sixers. And Anthony Melton will take a seat as he goes to the bench with 3 fouls, but he's been shooting the ball very well and playing very solid on the defensive side for the 76ers. The next foul shot goes up, and he gets the friendly bounce. That's Jalen Williams. 67-41, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 43 seconds on the game clock. The Sixers could have an opportunity to try to go for a 2-for-1, but there's a double team, and Milton gets trapped. He passes it back out to Furkan. Furkan back to Joel Embiid. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dribble handoff, big dribble handoff that was, but then finally Tobias Harris gets it off of a handoff, and he takes it to the rack. 69-41, great assist by Joel Embiid. It was like a quarterback handing it off to a running back that time, and he just scored a touchdown. 19 seconds left, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Josh Giddey again he is just unstoppable. He's been unbelievable. 17 points for Josh Giddey. Very frustrating for 76ers fans as he's been knocking down a lot of shots. Shake Milton, 6 seconds to go. Back to Joel Embiid, and he misses the ball. Gets it stolen away. 1 second to go, and the layup is up, and it's no good. A bunny missed by Lou Dort again. And the Sixers go into the half. He tried to rush up the layup because he knew that he had like less than a second left, but he just could not cash it in. Sixers up 69-43 as they go into halftime. Josh Giddey leading the way for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 14 points. He's shooting 6 for 9 from the field, 1 for 2 from downtown, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block as well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in his 18 minutes has put up 10 points. He's shooting a little bit less than 50% from the field, but he has 2 assists and 1 rebound. And for the 76ers, well, they have 3 players that are in double figures right now. 16 points for Tobias Harris, who's made all 7 of his field goals, also 4 rebounds and 3 assists as well. He's plus 21. Joel Embiid has 12 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and even though he does have 3 turnovers, he's been playing very, very good so far for them. And Shake Milton has been stepping up as well. 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And also cannot forget about Anthony Melton, who has 7, 6, and 5. 7 points, 6 boards, and 5 assists, and 3 steals, and a block as well. So he's been making such a big positive impact. The Sixers bench outscoring the Thunder bench 15-6. So they've been also stepping up. Guys like George Niang and other guys like Daniel House Jr. and Furkan Korkmaz, they've been making a big impact. And you can't forget about Montrezl Harrell either. 4 rebounds for him. 3 of them were all offensive rebounds. So great start by the 76ers so far. They've been terrific on the glass. And if we look at the team stats so far, the Sixers are shooting 55% from the field, while their defense is holding the Thunder to 37%. The Thunder are only shooting 25% from downtown. And the Sixers, well, they're 6 for 15, shooting 40%. The Thunder are 4 for 16 to be exact. The Sixers, both teams have shot 12 free throws, but the Sixers have made 2 more. They're 9 for 12 from the foul line, which is good for 75%. And the Thunder are shooting 7 for 12, which is good for 58%. But the main difference has been, well, the Sixers have been passing the rock very well, 17 assists compared to 5 assists that were made by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've also scored 40 points in the paint, but they're the type of team that's going to make you get a lot of points in the paint for sure. Um, and then finally, have to mention that they've been really great when it comes to the rebounding game. They're out rebounding them 32-16 on the glass. And that's the main reason why they're up in this game so far. So clean basketball, and the 76ers will go into halftime with a big lead on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be back at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time, so don't go anywhere. Don't miss this channel. I'll be right back in just 10 minutes. Thank you all so much. We'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay. We're back on. I apologize. I actually thought, I thought that I posted my comment on here. I thought that I clicked it, but I didn't. But I apologize. Welcome on in to another episode of Play by Play with JJ, covering 76ers basketball today. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure that you make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed my content. I appreciate all the love, and I appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me. I don't know why I'm like out of breath a little bit. That's not really a good thing. Ooh, take a deep breath. This whole life thing really does bother me. I don't know how to fix it. It must be the bulb. Has to be something, but it has to be fixed sometime. I've just been busy doing other things. All right, so the Sixers, they're up 69 to 43 is the score as they begin the second half. This will be the last half played in 2022, which is unbelievable. That's kind of cool. They're hoping to get really far next year in the playoffs, which will be fun to see. And Joel Embiid and the starting five for the 76ers will be back out there for the second half of this ball game. Let's get the play-by-play stats up. The San Antonio Spurs, I got to tell you, with 4.5 seconds left, they're beating the Dallas Mavericks 130. They're losing to the Dallas Mavericks 126 to 123. Scratch everything I just said. The Clippers lost tonight 131 to 130 in Indiana. That game was unbelievable. And the Knicks are up 104 to 84 as they go into the fourth quarter. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Josh Giddey back to Mike Muscala, but then we'll give it up to Dort, and a foul will be called on the floor. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle, and he's putting his hands up in the air like, what did I just do? What did I just do? So 69-43. We have some fireworks going on right in front of my house, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. I've never seen fireworks over here, so that's why it's interesting. So Thybulle comes out of the game, and Daniel House Jr. comes back in for him. Giddey, or Muscala, that is, hands it off to Giddey, and Giddey with the give and go. Behind the back pass to Joel Embiid, but then he gets it back as it was deflected off of Embiid. SGA will turn the ball over as the ball goes out of bounds. The intended receiver that time was supposed to be Jalen Williams, and SGA gets called for the turnover. And it'll be Sixers basketball. I have to put this right here. There we go. Shake Milton on the other end, being guarded by Williams. Embiid with a three. It's up, and it goes in and out. Another board by Luke Dort. At the very beginning, I always wanted to call him Dart. Josh Giddey puts it up, no good, grabs his own miss. SGA, back out to Williams for a wide open three. It's up and in. 69 to 46 as Luke Dort was able to knock that one down, Embiid, back to Melton. Melton will hand it off to Tobias Harris, who had a strong first half. He's 7 for 7. Embiid to Shake Milton for a corner three. Yes! Shake Milton fires it and launches it from way downtown, and he puts the 76ers up by 26 points. They're shooting the ball very efficiently tonight. Shake Milton shooting 50% from downtown. DeAnthony Melton gets called for the reach he does not get called for the reach and foul. It's going to be a foul on Josh Giddey as DeAnthony Melton almost was able to come up with the steal, and the ball ended up going back to Giddey, and Giddey was called for the offensive foul. Tobias Harris for three on the other end. On the pass by Joel Embiid, no good. Rebounded by Dort. 10:23 left to go in the third quarter. SGA back to Williams. Williams to Muscala. Muscala passes it around the timeline, and it finally finds Williams. Williams going up against Milton. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Williams inside. Goes up with the contact. The whistles remain silent, but he gets the swish. 72 to 48. Sixers are up by 24 points. He has 12 points on the day, hands it off to Shake Milton. He gets the screen by Milton, and then he puts up a shot, and it won't fall. Embiid is struggling to shoot from the field, but he does have 12 points. He's been going to the foul line. Giddey in the far corner for a Muscala 3. No good. And a rebound by Jalen Williams, who finds a cut of Muscala to the basket, and Embiid says no and grabs the rebound. Pass to DeAnthony Melton for a far wing 3, and it goes over the backboard, and it will be Oklahoma City basketball. So DeAnthony Melton tried to knock it down, and he wasn't able to do so on the far wing. Sixers are going from our left to our right. Meanwhile, on the other end, SGA goes up with a layup, and he's fouled by Daniel House Jr., and he will go to the line for one more to try to convert on a 3-point opportunity. SGA was at the top of the key, then drove it right into the lane and almost kissed it off the backboard. And he put it in. Then he misses the foul shot. Tobias Harris grabs his rebound. 12 points for SGA, and he's shooting 50% from the field and from the free throw line as well. Shake Milton, back to Embiid. Embiid back to Melton, and the ball gets stolen away. Tobias Harris does get back on defense, but he doesn't even put up a block attempt as Luke Dort puts it up and in. So great transition defense by this team, by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and a timeout called by the 76ers. They were up by 33 points, and now they're only up by 20, which is still a lot. But plenty of time left to go. 72-52. Sixers up by 20. So yeah, I'm seeing fireworks go off like right in front of my house, like right over my neighbor's yard, which is interesting. Never really saw that before. If you're new to my channel, as you hear my stomach growl, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell icon. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Be sure to do that. And continue to support the channel as we call 76ers basketball. We cover Patriots football. We cover Phillies baseball. And we will be covering some other stuff, including the NFL playoffs. So that'll be really cool. So I mentioned before that I am getting a web camera in about a couple of weeks or so, which will be really awesome. And the visual quality will hopefully be a lot better than what it is now. I know it's like a little bit like not so clean visually, but the web camera should be able to fix that. So we'll see what happens. I think it'll be a great investment, and this is the time where we try out new things. That's what it comes down to. And one of my goals this week too is to also try to switch this light bulb, because that's really bothering me. And I'm sure it's very bothersome for the channel too. But yes, so I want to hear from you guys. What are your New Year's resolutions, if you guys have any? I know that's sometimes not really a thing. My New Year's resolution is to try to be more, try to take more time to be more mentally and physically healthy, if that makes sense. But I know it's going to be tough because, especially at the very beginning, I'm going to be doing a lot of my internship, which is still going to be 40 hours a week until Super Bowl. And then I am doing this. So, but I would like to give myself some more time. Maybe it's just meditation more. Maybe it's just going into the living room and trying to lift some weights, getting some more cardio in or whatever. But I do want to try to treat my body a little bit better physically and mentally. And that's my New Year's resolution. Give me one sec. Oof. Those cracks felt really, really good. DeAnthony Melton, 7-6, 5-4. 7.6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Daniel House Jr. puts up a near-sided three-pointer from the near corner. Won't go. 72-52. Another rebound by SGA, who will then go up with the shot, and it's a little bit too strong, and Joel Embiid grabs another rebound. He's on his way to getting another double-double. House to Harris. Harris thinking about giving it to Embiid, and he finally does so. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Milton in the far corner will hand it off to Embiid. 6 seconds to go. Embiid has to do something. He passes it out to Daniel House Jr. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and House Jr. puts up a floater, and it's good. 74-52. Nice shot by Daniel House Jr. and he was left wide open. Giddey to Muscala for a three at the top of the key. Won't go. Another board by Joel. Embiid has been sensational on the glass. And a nice pass there by Embiid as he gets the assist, and D'Anthony Melton knocks it down from three-point range. Great basketball by the 76ers, 21 assists tonight. And the Thunder only have 6, but make that 7 as Williams found a cutting Dort over to the basket, and nobody was in his way, and he puts up a 2. D'Anthony Melton with a reverse layup. It's up and in. Nice play by D'Anthony Melton, who took it from the near wing and then just went right underneath the basket near the baseline and put it up and in. Muscala again for 3. That time it's good from the top of the perimeter. Both teams are moving very fast here, 79-57, 7:05 left to go. Embiid hands it off to Milton. Milton gets a screen from Embiid, decides to use it. Milton back to Embiid. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid is going to take Muscala to town, and he has his way, taking them right over to Broad Street, even though they're away in Oklahoma City. Embiid with the block on the other end as Dort went up with the layup, and Embiid said no. D'Anthony Melton on the offensive side will put up the layup, and the whistles remain silent. Another rebound by Josh Giddey. SGA inside is not going to go up with a shot on Embiid, but then he gets the ball back on the pass by Dort. Won't go. Almost said the assist, but it did not go in. And Embiid gets another rebound. 6:16 left in the third quarter. We're almost halfway done. Embiid going up with the contact. No. Another board by Dort. Dort comes charging inside, gets past Harris and Melton, and Josh Giddey there with the follow-up as he tips it back up and in, and the Sixers lead is down to 22. Josh Giddey, 16 points for him on the day. 8 rebounds as well. D'Anthony Melton gets tripped up by SGA, and he's fouled. 5:51 left. The Sixers working very fast here in this third quarter. But the team that's winning this quarter is the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have 17 points, while the Sixers have 14. Make that actually 15 points, I should say. Embiid gets the ball off the inbound and puts it up with the right hand, and it goes in. Great move by Joel Embiid. The off balance looked like almost a Euro step, but it wasn't. Embiid trying to get the block on the other end. He does so, but then Josh Giddey gobbles it up and puts it back up and in with the underhanded scoop. 83-61. Harris to Embiid for 3. No good. Oh, man, he would have absolutely loved that. Another board by Williams. Giddey on the other end, inside to Dort, who goes up with a layup, and will go to the line for one more. Another three-point opportunity for Luke Dort, and that'll cut the lead now to 20 by the 76ers. They haven't been playing as great on the defensive side. But they have to try to be a little bit better. They were up by 33 points, and now the lead is down to 20. It could be down to 19 though if Dort makes this free throw. The shot goes up and it's in. 83-64. D'Anthony Melton has the ball right at the Toyota sign, almost near the Oklahoma City half-court logo. He's being guarded by Dort. Dort playing very great defense, but it goes to Daniel House Jr. 10 seconds on the shot off to Furkan, who comes in for Tobias Harris. Furkan inside to Embiid. 4 seconds to go. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by Dort. On the other end, it's a 3-on-1 fast break, but the ball gets passed out of bounds. Luke Dort tried to find a wide-open Jalen Williams, but the ball was just overthrown a little bit, and the Sixers will get the ball back once again. But how about the big man in Joel Embiid? He's been struggling a little bit from the field in this game so far, but on the night, he has 16 points. Daniel House Jr. with the reverse layup. It's up and in. He took it from the far side, from the far corner that was, and he made it look so easy. Sixers back up by 21. On the other end, Furkan Korkmaz playing great defense as the shot went up, and that was no good by Williams. Williams back to Melton here. Melton, as the Sixers are passing it around the timeline, Embiid gets the ball, almost thought about putting up a three, but then decided to pass it to Furkan. Furkan back to Embiid. It's a loose ball, and it'll go out of bounds. There was some contact between Williams and Joel that time. Both of the Williams brothers have been playing pretty good defense overall. And Daniel House Jr., man, oh man, getting the friendly roll on the reverse layup underneath the basket. He felt like when you look at it in slow-mo, it looked like he was Superman, because he was up there for a while. He went from that left side of the paint area to the right side and just jumped all the way there. Embiid gets the inbound, passes it to Daniel House Jr. House Jr. cuts to the basket again. There's a lot of contact down there, but the whistles remain silent. Giddey on the other end has been sensational. Nice pass inside to Williams. Williams back outside the door for another three. Won't go. It's a little bit to the right. And Joel Embiid grabs another rebound. He's on the verge of getting another double-double if he hasn't already, but he has 16 points and 11 rebounds. DeAnthony Melton inside to George Niang with the reverse layup. He's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Nice pass by DeAnthony Melton as the Sixers are up by 21, 85-64. Fans in Oklahoma City not loving that. As the Thunder this season, well, coming into today, the Thunder are 15-20 on the season. They're actually 10-8 at home. And meanwhile, the 76ers, 20-14, they're actually 6-9 on the road. And George Niang takes the first foul shot, and it goes up and in as Shake Milton will come back into the ball game. And it's now 87-66, 3:34 left to go. Niang puts up the second foul shot, and that's up and good. 87-64 is the score. And the Sixers are up by 23 points. SGA comes charging inside, gets the ball rejected by Montrezl Harrell, but he's fouled. He was fouled on the play by Daniel House Jr., so the Sixers are over the foul limit, and Daniel House Jr. will go back to the bench for the 76ers. It was a good try, but there was some contact that was made on SGA's hand, as looked like it was his left hand that Daniel House Jr. just swatted. So Doc has been talking over to the refs over there. He's explaining to Daniel House that he didn't have to necessarily foul right there, but he did. And the 2 free throws were made by SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 14 points and 4 assists for him, the former LA Clipper. Shake Milton, back to Niang. Niang, back outside the House Jr. Milton with 6 seconds on the shot clock, passes it around the timeline, finds Daniel House Jr. for a wide-open 3. No good. Montrezl Harrell almost grabbed his 4th offensive board. That would have been unbelievable. But he's been terrific on that side. Montrezl Harrell goes up with the block, and it's clean. Oh, man. 87-66, the ball goes out of bounds, and the Sixers get the ball back. Montrezl Harrell saying, you know what, I can take a page right out of Joel Embiid's book. Making another great block as well. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sixers have the momentum as they're up by 21. They were up by as many as 33 points in the second quarter. House Jr. almost decided to take the shot, but then passed it back out to Shake Milton. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Milton back outside to Niang for 3. It's a little bit wide right, and another rebound by Giddey. SGA back to Isaiah Joe for 3. And the former 76er knocks it down from the near wing. And it's now 87-69. They cut the lead down to 18 now. Daniel House Jr. has been attacking a lot on the offensive side, passes it out to Furkan for three, and he can't even get his own offensive rebound. He had an opportunity to try to go after it, but was just not able to do so, and SGA grabs his miss. SGA inside, puts up a floater. It's up, and it's no good. Another offensive rebound, but it's blocked by Montrezl Harrell, and the Thunder still retain possession. Williams for three on the other end. Won't go. And Montrezl Harrell boxing out Williams, the other Williams that is, and the Sixers will be getting the ball back. Montrezl Harrell making a positive impact, and the 76ers, with 1:49 left to go, will get it back. Unbelievable play by Montrezl Harrell. He has been all over on the defensive side, on the offensive side. He's just been so aggressive. And a timeout's called by the 76ers, and they'll be right back in just a few moments. Wow, what a game so far. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into my channel. If you like this content, if you love hearing me do play-by-play, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell, hit any other icon too, so that you can follow me and keep up with me. I appreciate you guys for everything that you've done. I really do. So now it's time for our top five. Okay. And this is going to be an easy one because I thought about this for a little bit of time. I swear, like, this thing is really freaking bothering me. I'm just going to turn it off. I'm literally just going to turn it off. I'll turn it back on again one more time. Okay. But it's time for our top five. Okay. And our top five is going to be, what are the top five things that you guys enjoyed about this year? I will put that in the comment section. Again, I will repeat, what are the top five things that you guys liked about 2022, which was this year? Okay. Okay, it's time to turn this thing off. Okay. We're just going to keep it off right now. Top five things I enjoyed. Well, I really did enjoy my time at Rowan. I enjoyed doing that. That's up there in my top five. I enjoyed the Phillies World Series run. That's definitely has to be up there in my top five too. Got to see them play in Game 3. Was it Game 3? It was Game 3 of the third round. Yes. That was really cool. When Rhys Hoskins hit that home run and they were down 4-0, and there was a long game, so that's up there too. And I will leave the other three up for the next break. So, but yeah, top five. Let me post that in here. Top five things you enjoyed during 2022. There we go. All right, there we go. So now you can see it up here. And that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to hide it. All right, 76ers back in action after the timeout. The ball was inbounded to Niang, and the ball gets stripped now and stolen away off the bad pass by Furkan Korkmaz. Trey Mann goes up with the reverse layup. No good. With the follow-up is SGA. That's no good either. Offensive rebound by Mike Muscala gets stolen away by Shake Milton. He's been all over the place too. Milton inside gets the ball deflected and stolen away by Trey Mann. Sloppy basketball to start off right after the timeout. Mann puts up a floater, won't go. Another offensive rebound. Here's Jalen Williams. Back inside, puts up the shot, and it won't count because a traveling violation is going to be called against Williams. So both teams coming off, not playing their best brand of basketball. 1:10 left. The Sixers lead was up to 33 points and is now gone down to 18. So they still do have some breathing room. Here's George Niang for three. It's too strong. It has too much mustard. And another rebound by the Thunder. SGA going up against Furkan. And the ball gets stripped by George Niang, and he gets the steal too on the other end. Milton comes charging inside off of Isaiah Joe, and it'll be called a blocking foul on Joe. The shot won't count, as Milton did go up with it with a head of steam. And he will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 45 seconds left exact. to be in change, and he will not be going to the line. I thought that the Thunder were over the foul limit, but they've only committed 4 fouls. So Furkan will be inbounding the ball. Again, if you're listening to me on Facebook Live, on Twitter, on Twitch, thank you all so much for the support. I appreciate you guys for all the love and all the action. Love doing this. So Montrezl Harrell is going over to the sideline, and the refs are going over to the replay center. Doc Rivers, I guess, is calling a challenge. And that's what it looks like, and we'll take a timeout. I don't know. I don't know if that was a foul or not. I don't even know what they're reviewing, to be honest with you. I really don't. Let's double check. They don't even specify. See, that's the thing that is a little bit tough when I'm doing games on here, is that, like, when I'm doing these types of games, it's really hard because when I'm in person, I can see stuff that's going on and I don't have to rely on the camera, right? I can look at the whole court. I can see, like, what the coaches are mad about, and I can see things that are going on off the screen. With this is the only thing I have to rely on. And I also do sometimes rely on the play-by-play because I do use that as a spotter a little bit, in case you guys haven't noticed. There's a little thing that I do, because sometimes it's sometimes when you miss something that happened on the screen and the screen just freezes on you or something, you have something to look at, the play-by-play action. So the 76ers are back from the break, and they have 45 seconds left to be exact. So Shake Milton got fouled by Isaiah Joe, and I don't know what they're reviewing necessarily, but there are 3 refs over at the replay center on the far sideline. It has something to do with Montrezl Harrell. So I'm a little bit confused, and I haven't necessarily gotten any sort of official word as to what it could have been. Again, Milton was going up with the foul, and he got fouled by Isaiah Joe. There was certainly contact there, so I don't think that that's in question. But Doc Rivers is using this as a free timeout to draw up a play. He's looking at Daniel House Jr., so might want to know if he's going to be getting involved when the Sixers get their next offensive possession. So the replay is over as the refs are going over to the mic to give the call. And let's see what the call is. So the coach's challenge, the call stands, and the 76ers are charged a timeout. Again, don't necessarily know what it was on. The 76ers do get the ball, though. So confusion, lots of confusion, but Sixers will be getting the ball back. So the Sixers, after tonight, they will have New Year's Day off, and they will be back in action on Monday at the Wells Fargo Center against the New Orleans Pelicans to try to get redemption against them. Shake Milton back to Daniel House Jr. Now he gives it up to George Niang, who goes up and in with the I couldn't think of the word, but with the runner. That's what it was. 89-69. Muscala back to Isaiah Joe for 3 on the near wing. It's up and in. It goes down. It was a bullseye delivered by Isaiah Joe. 89-72, 20 seconds left on the game clock in the third quarter. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Milton going up against his defender. Will hand it off, and the ball finally finds Furkan, who's at the top of the key. 6 seconds to go. Furkan at the logo. Hands it off to Montrezl Harrell. 3 seconds to go. Harrell goes up with the shot. Won't go, and an offensive rebound was given to Furkan Korkmaz as he's fouled, and Montrezl Harrell almost was able to knock that one in. So 2 seconds left on the game clock in the third quarter. Montrezl Harrell almost went up with that right-handed layup in the lane off of Mike Muscala, and Furkan Korkmaz was there to follow it up as he boxed out Trey Mann, and he will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 foul shots. The first one hits the front of the rim, and then it dances off the back of the rim, and it ends up missing. The Sixers, once again, can't stress this enough. We're up by 33 points, and now their lead is cut in half. 89-72. Furkan can't get the second foul shot to go. Offensive rebound that gets tipped out by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luke Dort goes up with a shot, and that's no good, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So the Sixers lose the quarter 29-20, and they go into the fourth up 89-17 as they try to end 2022 on a positive note. 70. All right, so let's try to turn this light on again. See what happens. Okay. All right. I don't understand why that keeps happening. It's probably just a bad bulb or something, or it's just a sensor. I have to play around with that. But yes, top 5 things. I'm going to post this back up here now. Top 5 things that you enjoyed during 2022. Okay. What were your top 5? So just to recap, my 2 that I started out with were Rowan Radio, getting involved with that station and doing as much as I possibly could. I got to cover regionals, super regionals baseball. That was really cool. And I did some other incredible things. Wilmington Blue Rocks baseball, Delaware Bluecoats basketball. That was cool. Number 2 would have to be the Phillies run, the Red October run, and the Red November run as well, all the way up to the World Series. That's number 2 for me. Number 3, I have to go with the NFL Films internship because that's been working out very, very, very well. And I love being there. I put in some long days, but that's what jobs are for. That's part of adulting. What else? Number 4, the other thing I really enjoyed about this year was the other thing I enjoyed, honestly, it was spending time with my family. And the reason why I say that is because, well, I know that every year family is going to be different. And I have to appreciate all the time that I spend with them because that's very valuable. And you just never know when things are going to happen and when you're not going to be at certain events or whatever. So I do cherish all those things. And I think all the family events that I've went to and the dinners and all that sort of stuff that my family had to get together with certain people, that was a lot of fun. And then number 1, the number 1 thing that I'm honestly really proud of this year, besides just graduating college, is starting this YouTube channel. It's actually made me very proud. And I hope to continue to do that in 2023, which I will, but I love doing this. I love getting reps and I love talking to you guys and I just love sports broadcasting. 89-72 as we start off the fourth quarter. You can always leave your top 5 down below if you like. And yes, so Tobias Harris puts up an elbow jump shot. It's up and it goes in. Tobias Harris picking up where he left off in the first half. He's been very strong in this game so far as he has 18 points, 5 rebounds as well. Darius Baisley back in for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh Giddey, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to post up against Daniel House Jr. and then goes up with a one-handed jump shot, and it's good. The 1-foot jump shot, I should say, off the left elbow. Giddey, 20 points, 9 for 14 from the field. The young fella is doing his thing out there for the Thunder. Furkan, inside to Milton for 3. Won't go. Montrezl Harrell, another offensive rebound, puts it up and in. 91-74. Sixers up by 17. Are they going to count the bucket? I thought that they were, but they will say that a foul was called on the floor. So it doesn't count. That's the first foul that the Thunder have given up. Anthony Melton gets the ball. Inside pass to Montrezl Harrell, goes up with a layup and can't finish it. Williams grabs another rebound. Giddey at the top of the key will Pass it up inside, and the ball gets blocked by D'Anthony Melton as Williams didn't even expect him coming right over towards the rim. What great defense by D'Anthony Melton. Sixers get the ball back. Melton for three on the near wing. It's good. He knocks it down, and the Sixers are up by 20. He has made such a big positive impact in this game so far for the 76ers. He give him 15.7 rebounds. Here's Trey Mann for three. In and out it goes. There was some contact, but again, the whistles remain silent. Montrezl Harrell rebound. And D'Anthony Melton going up with a layup, and it just tips in. He takes it all the way to the cup himself, goes right down Broadway Lane, and the Sixers are up by 22. The full bench unit out there, except for Tobias Harris. And just like that, Trey Mann, as he ends up getting called for the turnover. Great defense by D'Anthony Melton as he stepped out of bounds. But how about D'Anthony Melton come charging right down the lane, going up with the underhanded layup? Here's Shake Milton. Hands it off to Montrezl Harrell. Tobias Harris was cutting towards the basket. Now he gets the ball on the far corner. Harris, inside, back outside to Melton. Melton will pass it, and the ball ends up going out of bounds on the baseline. That was actually Shake Milton. And he will get the turnover, 96-74. 12 turnovers by the Sixers. Not a whole lot compared to last night as they had 21. And the Sixers were up by as many as 33 points, but now they're back up to 22. It was cut to 17. Williams inside, going up against Harrell, and he has his way. He took it right to the cup, laid it up with the right hand. It was a tough finish, not so easy. And the 76ers are up by 20. D'Anthony Melton, back to Milton. Milton being guarded by Mann. And he will give it up to Tobias Harris, who is right outside of the free throw line. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Harris with the moves, going up with the layup, and it won't go. Montrezl Harrell grabs a rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds. Montrezl Harrell, unbelievable in this game. That's his 6th offensive board. You just can't make this up. Matisse Thybulle comes into the ball game. What great positive play he has had. Shake Milton will go to the bench as the sub as Matisse Thybulle will sub in for him. And Furkan Korkmaz now gets the basketball. Hand off to D'Anthony Melton. Melton back outside to Harris. Catch and shoot three. Wide right. Darius Bazley with the board. It was off the mark. Bazley on the other end, showing Furkan Korkmaz that he can get past him and get right to the cup himself as he posted him up, and he had his way. 96-78, 8:20 left in the fourth quarter. Sixers have been controlling the momentum, and they need 4 more points to hit the century mark. Melton being double-teamed in the far corner, gives it up to Harrell, and as Mann goes down, Montrezl Harrell makes the shot, and he will go to the foul line for one more. Once again, Montrezl Harrell playing in so many great ways, offensively and defensively, and also on the glass too. No foul was called. It wasn't even called a blocking foul. The whistles just weren't being blown. And Montrezl Harrell will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. But before that happens, timeout is called. 8:08 left in the fourth quarter. 98-78, 76ers up by 20. You know, my dad asked me if I wanted a daiquiri, and I was like, I can't do it now because I'm broadcasting. I can't do that now, but probably after this, maybe. But I also really do have to get ready for tomorrow afternoon's game. But I had to celebrate the New Year somehow tonight. So I knew that I probably wasn't going to be able to get a lot of sleep, and that was okay with me. So that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of the night. Studying and celebrating. But And if you're new to my channel, first of all, make sure that you make sure you subscribe if you enjoy my content, obviously. If you don't like my content, well, you're more than welcome to subscribe. You're more than welcome to follow me, but you don't have to. But it would mean a lot to me. It would. But let me make some adjustments here with the headphones. Okay. Yeah, I've been having like a lot of tension up here. But that's probably because, well, we're in my headphones. So, okay. There we go. So how many viewers do we have? So we have one person on Twitch. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Nice. 8:08 left in the fourth quarter. Sixers are up by 20 points. And it will end up going back to the 76ers as they've been very aggressive here in this fourth quarter so far. It just seems like that they're taking control of the tempo and they're not taking their foot off the gas pedal. So that's really nice to see. They ended the third quarter off with a positive note. It was really the Thunder trying to bounce back into this ball game. And the Sixers, all they really have to do here is just not only take care of the basketball, but just continue to build that momentum. You like to try to see Embiid rest throughout this entire rest of the game. Montrezl Harrell will go to the charity stripe to shoot one more free throw as he was fouled. And he will go to the line for one more. 2 dribbles, and the shot goes up, and it's nothing but net. 99-78, and the clock runs to 8 minutes. Giddey getting past 2 defenders in the Sixers, and the ball goes back out to Man. Man to Bazley on the near corner 3. It's up and in. It goes right down the drain, and it's now back to an 18-point lead for the Sixers. D'Anthony Melton, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander waiting on the far sideline just to come in. No sign of Embiid just yet. Harris at the foul line, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Almost thought about faking the defender there. Gets the ball blocked and then puts it back up. And Bazley grabs another rebound as the ball was off the mark. The shot was off the mark, I should say. Bazley inside going up, and he's fouled by Montrezl Harrell. Harrell thought that he got all ball, but he made some contact with that right palm as Bazley was going up with it. And he put up the underhanded layup, and it wouldn't fall in. 7:22 left. Bazley will go to the foul line to shoot 2 foul shots. This season, he I have to pull up his stats here. Just give me 1 second really quickly. What's he shooting from the foul line this season? Let's see. So Darius Bazley is shooting 45% from the charity stripe. Doesn't average a whole lot of free throws. And Embiid now comes back into the ball game for the 76ers, and Montrezl Harrell will be taking a seat right on the bench. The second shot goes up and in. And both teams have scored 10 points in this fourth quarter. 99-82. 7:18 left to go in the fourth. Melton hands it off to Milton. Matisse Thybulle on the far wing. And now Melton gets tripped up and he's fouled by Josh Giddey. So Giddey does trip him up on the play, and that's his 3rd foul on the game. Gilgeous-Alexander was there as he was trying to get around the screen set by Matisse Thybulle on that far wing, and he wasn't able to get there. Embiid off the inbound pass, he gets fouled, and the foul will be on the floor by Luke Dort. So the ball was inbounded right to him. He was right at the foul line, and Embiid will not have to walk so far, but the ball was not in the act of shooting, so it's a foul on the floor, actually. And it'll be inbounded towards the near sideline by Tobias Harris, who hands it off to Embiid. 7 minutes left to go. Embiid backing down Darius Butler. Here comes the double team. Back out to Shake Milton. Back to Milton for a wide open 3. And that won't fall. it's off the mark. 34 or 99 to 82. Baisley ends up coming up with the ball, and the ball gets stripped and stolen away by Shake Milton. Milton leading the charge on the offensive side, going coast to coast, putting it up and rattling it in. 101 to 82, 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. The Sixers are up by 19, and DeAnthony Melton gets called for the foul as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was coming right in towards the basket, and he was right at the foul line, and he was fouled on the floor by DeAnthony. Shake Milton has been playing very solid so far on both sides of the floor in this game. No James Harden, no Tyrese Maxey. Josh Giddey on the inbound pass to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's fouled. Gilgeous-Alexander was cutting right inside of the lane, and Thibault was right on him, and Thibault was called. He was guilty for committing the foul. Thibault has also been getting a lot of playing time. He had 2 threes, 2 corner threes in the first quarter. Hasn't put up a whole lot of points since. Baisley handoff pass to Josh Giddey. Giddey back to SGA. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Giddey for 3. It's up and it's long. Another rebound, but it'll be a loose ball foul, that time on Matisse Thybulle, who throws the ball down out of frustration and cannot believe that he got called for the foul. 6:17 left. That's his 5th foul on the day. Actually, to verify what I just said, after those 2 threes that Thybulle hit in the first quarter, he hasn't made any other points since then. He's been very quiet. Giddey back out to Williams for a wide open 3 on the inbound pass. It's short, and Shake Milton gets another board. Harris, what's he going to do? At the top of the key, he's directing the traffic. DeAnthony Melton back to Thybulle. Thybulle didn't want to take the shot, so he passed it to Milton instead on the far corner. Milton back to Tobias Harris inside. Harris to Embiid, who goes up with it. The first one's no good. The second one, it won't go either. Darius Baisley grabs a rebound. Baisley, no-look pass to Josh Giddey, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Sixers will be getting the ball back once again. Great defense by the 76ers to get right into Josh Giddey's way. Tobias Harris comes charging in on the other end, passes it back out to Embiid. Embiid to Milton. Milton gets a screen, goes up inside, passes it back out to Shake Milton for a wide open 3 on the far wing. Won't go. Tobias Harris with the tip back. The first one's no good. The second one is good. And he puts it up and in for the Sixers. 103-82. Tobias Harris, sensational tonight in this game. 18 points, 8 rebounds. Dort comes charging in, and his ball gets blocked by Joel Embiid as he gets stuffed right at the rim. Embiid to Thybulle. Thybulle back to Milton. Milton back to Milton, who almost hesitated to shoot the 3, and he did so. Embiid to Thybulle for another wide open 3. It's good! 106-82. The Sixers are up by 24 points. Timeout called by the Thunder. 5:07 left in the fourth quarter. Joel Embiid playing solid defense and getting the assist on the Matisse Thybulle 3. We'll be right back. Good game. It's a good game so far. Very, very good game. Enjoying it. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell icon, hit any sort of icon to follow me. I don't even care if it's the thumbs down icon. If you thumbs down, that's okay. But try to turn that frown upside down. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having an awesome New Year's Eve. It'll be interesting to see what 2023 brings for all of us, but I hope it brings you health, good health, and lots of positivity. Lots of positivity. So that's what I pray for you all, and that's that. Now time for a sip of water. Had some fireworks going off over my neighbor's house. My neighbor, so I live on a cul-de-sac, right? And there's our house coming into the cul-de-sac is to the right and diagonal from our house. We were able to, I was able to see fireworks from my bedroom. What's going on, man? How you doing? What's going on? Big shout out to you, JST. K1, what was it? K1LER. Got to give you a shout out for commenting. Hello. Thought you said help first. Hello. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. He's the man. 106-82. Hope you're having a great night, man. Comment, yeah, the P and the O is too close together. That's funny, man. That's really funny. Sixers up by 24 points. It is 106-82 as we are 5 minutes left into the ball game in regulation, and hopefully that'll finish off the 2022 season on a strong note. And they will go into 2023 facing the New Orleans Pelicans on Monday. I'm a Sixers guy. I do Sixers play-by-play. Forgot to also mention that too. I do Sixers play-by-play. I do play-by-play for the Patriots and for the Philadelphia Phillies, and we'll also be covering the NFL playoffs too. So, but I don't just do play-by-play. I want to also interact with you guys on here too. 106-82, less than 5 minutes to go. And here's a handoff pass that will go up, and the shot goes up and in. It was nothing but net as the shot was hit by Lindy Waters, who puts it up, and he knocks it down. It was from 28 feet. Embiid being guarded, and the shot goes back out to Milton for a wide-open three. Won't go. Another rebound by Williams. Williams, handoff pass, that time to Waters. Waters will then hand it back off, and Waters puts up another three, and that time it's a little bit long, off the mark, and rebounded by Joel Embiid, who's taking his time up the floor. Shake Milton, back to Embiid. Embiid hands it off to Tobias Harris for three. Yes! Oh, Tobias Harris, 21 points for him tonight, and he is just pouring it on. 16 points, 10 assists, and 13 rebounds for Joel, and he has a triple-double. Fouls called on the floor by Joel Embiid as he will take a seat, and he will go over to the bench as he gets high fives from everybody, including a little hug from Paul Reed and a little handshake from Montrezl Harrell as well. Not the Pats, but anybody but the Pats. But they, oh, dude, the Bucks have not been playing well, man. They have not been playing well. But yes, Joel Embiid gets himself a triple-double and ends the year on a positive note. 16, 13, and 10. He's been doing it all for the Sixers, and he hasn't turned the ball over that much either. That's also something to mention as well. Here's another three that goes up by Waters. That's too strong. Paul Reed gobbles it up for another 76ers rebound. Shake Milton, pick and roll offense, back outside to Daniel House Jr. House Jr. almost tried to lob it up to Paul Reed, and the ball gets stolen away by Williams. Williams to Waters. The ball gets deflected as Jaden Springer now comes in to the ball game, and Springer deflects the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Jaden Springer, who was drafted as the first-round pick last year for the Philadelphia 76ers, is back into the ball game. He spent a lot of time. He has spent a lot of time with the Delaware Blue Coats this season and obviously last season too. But going to the charity stripe now will be Waters, and Waters puts up the first foul shot, and that's up, and it goes a little bit towards the back of the backboard. Tom Brady needs to retire. Everything's going wrong with this. Yeah, man. Yeah, it doesn't look so good for Tom Brady. It really doesn't. And the team's also not healthy either. Second foul shot goes up, and that's in. 109-86, 3.5 minutes to go. The third unit for the 76ers is all out there. Paul Reed going up inside with the 1-foot jump shot, and it's too strong. Jaden Springer, utilizing his athleticism, gets the offensive rebound and puts it up and in for the Sixers. 111-86 with 3:10 left. Isaiah Joe, that is Isaiah Joe, who goes up with that shot, and that's up, and it's good. Thought maybe that was Waters, as the hair is actually pretty similar, not gonna lie, but it's not. Furkan Korkmaz back out to Paul Reed, who's inside now, goes up with the right hand. It's too strong, won't go. And another rebound goes to Isaiah Joe. 2.5 minutes left. Sixers are up by 23 points. There's a 3-point shot that's off the mark, and Jaden Springer will grab a rebound. Paul Reed is actually tying this, Daniel House Jr. tying the shoe, so it's 4-on-5 basketball. House Jr. now gets back into action, and Springer calling for a screen from Paul Reed, just like they practiced with the Blue Coats last year. Jaden Springer dumped it off to Reed, and Reed puts it up, and it won't go. Hit the front of the rim and bounced right back out. And here's Trey Mann. Mann puts up a floater, blocked by Paul Reed. And Reed back to Jaden Springer, back to House Jr. 3-on-2. And a nice play by Daniel House Jr. to get Paul Reed the basketball as he was left wide open right underneath the rim. And he put it up and in with the right hand. 1:45 left to go in quarter number 4. The Sixers, if they go on, are about to go on and win this ball game and will get their 21st win of the season. Man, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Back outside to Williams for 3. It's up and in. That was at the top of the perimeter. 90 seconds left to be exact. 113-91. The Sixers and the Oklahoma City Thunder are shooting 11 for 34 from the 3-point line. Furkan with the floater. Yes! He takes it down the lane and puts it up with the right hand and does a little Steph Curry type of a floater that way. 115-91. And a foul will be called on the floor by Jaden Springer. And with 1:08 left, the Sixers are just about ready to go on and win this ball game. Patty Mahomes is the top. I don't know if Patty Mahomes is the top dog. You can make the case, but I don't know. I don't know. There's a foul shot that goes up, and that's in. 115-92 has taken the free throw that time. Was Jalen Williams. Jalen with an L-E-N. That is not with the Y-L-I-N. And Williams knocks down that second free throw as well. 1 minute left to go in this ball game. Sixers lost last night to the New Orleans Pelicans as they put up a lot of points in that game. 121 points, but they were short. 132-121 was the final score. Springer puts up a jump shot by the foul line, and it goes in and out. 50 seconds left. Thibault almost came up with the steal. Williams for another 3 from the far wing, and that time it's good. 115-96 is the score. And 42 seconds left here on the game clock. 17 on the shot clock for the Sixers. Furkan Korkmaz being guarded by Waters out at the Toyota sign right near the logo of the Thunder. Reed going up inside against Williams. He goes down with the dunk, but he's going to be called for the offensive foul. And Reed trying to play a little bit, or have a little bit of fun there for the Sixers, but the shot won't count. And it's 115-96. You're more of a Knicks guy. Oof. Oh, man. Knicks are tough, man. There's a Williams going up with or passing it back, and the Waters goes up with a jump shot. That time it's no good. Paul Reed grabs a rebound, and the Sixers are going to take it, and they will win this ball game 115-96 as they get their 21st win on the season. And they end up coming back after losing last night, so they split the back-to-back 1-1. And the Sixers got to give a lot of credit where credit is due to Tobias Harris, to DeAnthony Melton, and to other guys that stepped up, including the big man, Joel Hans Embiid. 16 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, and 4 blocks. And you want to talk about defense, too, by DeAnthony Melton. How about 3 steals and 2 blocks from him? He was crazy tonight. 31 minutes, and he shot 45% from 3. The Sixers bench definitely did an incredible job in that second half as well. They ended up outscoring the Thunder bench. It was 32 to 32 to 31. Oh, it was 32 to 31. I thought it was a little bit more. I apologize about that. But that was because at the end of the game, they ended up putting their bench guys out there. But Josh Giddey had 20 points. He was 9 for 15 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown. And Jalen with a LEN, had 17 points, 2 steals, 1 block as well. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander struggled today. He was 4 for 15 from the field, only 5 assists and 6 boards, 14 points for him. But the Sixers, Tobias Harris led the way with 23 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, and no turnovers, which is absolutely incredible. Shake Milton, 18 points for the assassin himself. He shot 50% from the field, a little bit less than 30% or 50% from downtown. But he had 4 boards, 5 assists, and 1 steal. So lots of guys contributed in this ball game. And can't forget about Montrezl Harrell. 9 points, 6 rebounds. He had so many great possessions right off the glass, and he gave the Sixers so many second chance opportunities, especially in that first half. So they were great. They were absolutely incredible. And the Sixers will be heading into Monday trying to get redemption against Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And don't forget about CJ, too, who had made 10 threes in that game, in last night's game. He was unbelievable. Hopefully, James Harden and Tyrese Maxey will be back for them. But that's going to wrap up 76ers discussion here as they win by a final score of 115-96. But before I let you guys go, make sure that you guys make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you really do enjoy this content, if you want to join into the conversation, I appreciate all your love and support. Do I want gum? Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. I wish I had gum, but I don't. Oof, man, I need to get some water. But yes, we'll be back at it tomorrow. We have Patriots football tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. They take on the Miami Dolphins. It's the biggest game of the weekend, arguably. But I think it's the biggest game of the weekend. And I'm not even being biased. But yes, we got Patriots football tomorrow, and then the 76ers back at it on Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to tune in to Play-by-Play with JJ, make sure you come on here, join the party, join the conversation, and just sit back, relax, and listen to the voice and watch the body or the body language and all that sort of stuff. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully 2023 goes very well for all of you. I'm wishing you all great health and great success and a sweet 2023. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. You guys are my rock. I love you guys a lot. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I will catch you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.